Hey everybody, what's going on? Back here again to do another review. Yes, see what I have here. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Auto-Morphin figures. But before I get into this, I'm going to talk a little bit about this past weekend with Hurricane Irene and her destruction and you know, going up the east and everything and hitting the Carolinas and hitting New England. Actually, I don't know if it's hit New England yet. I think that's going on right now. But I've already seen what's happened in North Carolina, in South Carolina, and it looks pretty bad. You know, I can only hope everybody just stays safe. You know, wherever you are in the East, and despite you know, power outages and maybe some shortage of food and everything, just please stay safe, and hopefully you guys will be able to return home soon and start rebuilding rebuilding your homes and everything, and going from there. So yeah, fire in Yosemite over here in our part of the country. I'm in California, so hopefully everybody stays okay over there in that area. Crazy world, crazy. Mother Nature is crazy, but you know, I don't know. That's how she is, like all women. Just kidding. Okay, so let's get to the review. So yes, the Auto-Morphin figures. I noticed on the back they say 1993 on them. The commercial came out in '94, but these were still copyrighted in '93, so I'm not sure. Anyway. The 6 figures, I've never had all 6 figures before. I only had red and green at one point. And that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Look what has become of the 2 that I had. Yes, I consolidated it. This is the Green Ranger I had. And I put the Red Ranger torso in there. And it just flips on its own just because the springs and hinges and everything on the back they're just screwed. So anyway, but that's what I did. That's what I did. This is what happened to my 20-year-old toy. Articulation of the hands and arms and everything are all kind of loose, but this is pretty much what they all do anyway. So I could show you the articulation of this, make a prime example out of this one. The elbows, it moves at the elbow joint, moves at the arms, elbows, shoulders, legs right by the groin area, and then at the knees. So that was pretty much that. I mean, pretty bad, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go over this. I already spent 3 minutes just talking about my condolences to everybody in the East and then this guy. But they each come with their own power weapon. Blue Ranger comes with the power lance. Actually, let's go your right to your left. So we have the Blue Ranger here with the power lance, and it comes apart in 2 pieces. So you can put him like in his hands or however, you know. And that's his weapon. You have the holes here, right into, you know, where you could put him right into the little peg that's in his hand. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, right there. You just set it in there. Now they all came with blade blasters. Even Green Ranger Tommy came with the blade blaster. Very, you know, light, of course, but you know, this also goes, this can go in his other hand and everything. And some of these, they're actually difficult to keep in there. So, I mean, it might want to fall off or something. But that's how see what I mean? But that's how Blue Ranger Billy looks. And from the side, from the back. See, I'm just going to let it's going to fall off. Now, you look at the face, I mean, very good artistry there. The only thing I don't like is they each have their animal symbol, but you know, it's not a big deal. I'm not complaining about it. I don't like it, but whatever. It's still cool. So anyways, so to get him back into civilian mode, I should have started them all in civilian mode, but what the hell. So you're going to pull his morpher down, and you're just going to flip it back up. And there you have Billy himself. So he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Now to transform him back, he'll flip on his own, push his morpher down again. There you go. That's Billy. Oh crap. Yeah, drop this blade blaster. Anyway, I'm also going to set his weapon aside because we're going to form the power blaster. Now let's go with Kimberly. Kimberly, same thing. She also has a blade blaster. And she has her power bow as well. Now you see right underneath her power bow, you see the little pegs there. That's where each of the weapons will go. You know, the holes and everything will go right to the pegs. Flipper to civilian mode. That's Kimberly in civilian mode. She looks pretty good. Morph. There you go. And that's her in Ranger form. So I'm going to take off her power bow. We'll set that down. I'm actually going to save Tommy for last because I know on some reviews some people were asking, oh, put Tommy's shield on everybody. Well, I'm going to be the one who makes the review where I can put Tommy's shield on every single Ranger. You're going to see that. And we might go into the second part. We're at 7 minutes. I spent about 2 minutes ranting on at the beginning of at the top of the review. So this could go on for another like 3-4 minutes over on the second part. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Jason next. Now, the only thing I don't really like about this one, about some of the figures that Bandai made, was, I mean, this is just kind of it's too straight. You know, his visor is too straight. Not like you notice in the show where it's kind of, you know, V-shaped. You know what I'm saying? So but this is still Jason. He's still pretty nice. I like him. He also comes with a blade blaster. And nice color. When I bought them, they all had at least a little bit of wear on them, but they're still fine. They work in great condition. These hinges are really tight, unlike the other one I just showed you. But looks, I mean, real good. These guys were look like they haven't really been touched. They've been played with, yeah, but looks like, you know, they haven't played that much with them. So let's see Jason, even though you saw him on the crappy mutant Green Ranger. But there's Jason. Looks pretty good. Honestly, my favorite Red Ranger, of course, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. So, but real good Red Ranger Jason and White Ranger Tommy, my favorite Rangers overall. White Ranger Tommy coming first. We're gonna go ahead and transform Jason. Buckle. There you go. So we're going to put him down here. Here's Yellow Ranger Trini. Yeah, it's kind of bright. The yellow's making it kind of bright, but yeah, this is Yellow Ranger Trini. She's got her power daggers. She's got her blade blaster. And the blade blasters, they don't really fit so well in the holsters. They tend to want to come out and everything. We're going to go ahead and flip Trini to civilian mode. That's her civilian head. They did a good job on that too. I like how they got all detailed about the bangs, about her bangs. They look real good. I like that. So, transform her. We'll remove her daggers, and I'm going to go ahead and end part 1 here. And then we'll go over to Zach, and then we'll try Tommy, and then we'll go over to Tommy as well. So, part 2 coming up.